and then you can cut me out.
Hello, Shahram.
Hello.
How are you today?
Oh, I'm beautiful. Today was a very energetic day. Many people come and gone. Looked around the place, had some children playing around, loads of dogs. This place is like a dog city, Everyone brings their dogs. It's crazy. But the good thing is they all get along, There's no anger, There's no, yeah, and I find that very fascinating.
It is
I,
fascinating because they're wild, not wild cats. They're cats, and the dog, just dogs that are coming from different people bring their dogs, right? From different families and stuff, and they get along with the cats. Normally, that's not a thing. Normally, you have cats hissing at dogs or dogs, vice versa over here in a way. They're dogs are wanting to chase the cat, and why must I feel like that? Like that song, Why Must I Chase the Cat? It's nothing but the dog in me. That's over here. And have you, never mind.
oh, I ain't heard of that shit.
It's over here. That song's over here. It's funny though. But anyway, yeah,
Well, right. Well,
such,
now then.
such a beautiful, a what?
I think it's okay. I said I was all blinking out, like
Oh,
background.
yeah, such a beautiful time. Like today, I'm going through some ascension symptoms. So that's why I'm a little bit more mellow. Um, I've been feeling like I did a lot of like energy work yesterday, but on
Yeah.
myself. And I woke up with a headache and like my back has been cracking extra and I know the energies are high, like straight up high. So I've been stretching out. How's your body been feeling?
Yeah, my body's all right actually, but my back was feeling a bit tense. But it's been like that for a couple of days, but it seemed to work its way off now. So yeah, I feel feeling much better now.
Yeah. Good, good, good. So I don't know. I just thought I'd click the record button and see what we wanted to chat about. Some people are really enjoying our rants that we talk about in our, not only just our spiritual life, but just our everyday life as spiritual beings awakening to what the heck is going on.
Mm. Yeah, I know. So much things happening, so much. Um, yeah, there is. I think a lot of it is down to be very wise with the information we take in. There's a
Yeah.
lot of information out there what's broadcasting fear. It's fear based. We need to, well, a lot of us know anyway, that we keep our information and our knowledge in a kind of purify and sacred calling.
Yeah.
So
Connect
we
with the
can,
people that vibe right with you.
yeah,
Listen to the
yeah,
things that you're attracted to from the high vibration of, if you're going to go on YouTube, go onto the high vibration side. Is that what you're meaning? Like big, good thoughts, good deeds, good words.
that's it.
Bam, shut, bam. I'm
Yeah,
learning. Yeah. So yeah. Um,
it works.
so there is a lot of energy that's going on, a lot of stuff's happening because my body's feeling it. So I wasn't going to record, guys, because my body is going through it right now, but since we're going to be authentic, we are authentic, not going to be. I want you, I want you to see every part of the ascension journey that we go through. And I'm cracking and popping, but remember, whenever your body is in pain, you're not going to die. It's okay. Our friends are like, oh my God, I feel like I'm about to die. And it does feel like that sometimes, like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah,
My
it's really
head
weird.
hurts. What?
Today, you're right. Today, when I had some people over, and when we had some people over, there were new people, but um, I was getting all different feelings in my body. My heart was feeling a bit funny, and I was thinking, what is all this? And it was like I was feeling their energies today. It was really, really not intense, but because I was so relaxed, today was really a lazy day for me. I was so relaxed, but I was very sensitive to the other people around me today.
Yeah. And you're
Yeah.
you're very, very, very intuitive, like and very, very, very visual. And I've experienced it. You've called my shit out. You know what I mean? Like you still do, he still does, guys. Let's not get it twisted. Because we're like, hey, how are you feeling? Are you okay? But so that I would like to go into this a little bit more since we're actually dealing with it on today. So whenever you feel that, feeling, and you know you're connected because you have these gifts, right? And you don't want to make people feel uncomfortable because you're literally, you can feel someone else's shoes. You don't want them to
Yeah.
think you're whacked and weird, but we still have to remain our authentic self. So what, for one, how do you protect yourself? And we know how you protect yourself. Advice for other
Yeah.
people to protect
But
themselves.
yeah, yeah.
Tell tell us a little bit about that, because that could probably help me. I'm always open to learning new tools and tips.
Okay. So right, it's really mostly is I remember the times where when new people come into a room, yeah, I was very nervous because I felt like I had to impress the person, some
Mhm,
weird trade, just to
mhm.
be polite, over polite maybe.
Yeah,
And I think it wasn't down to, I think, and when time comes, it was more of, I realized that I needed to be myself. Once I was myself more, and that means I was more relaxed, and then I wasn't feeling so tense, and that's what made me, once I relaxed, I started to relax, and then I could started to feel more. So when I started to feel more was when I actually let myself go, when I found myself fully, you know. So that gave me the energy to actually realize that, I have a protection, and I need to know how to use it. And at times I didn't know. I didn't know how to. Times I got infected. I got taken over, by other energies and vampires. But I think mostly it was just down to knowledge that after time, once you realize that you can protect yourself by your own style. Everyone has their own style of
yeah.
protection. My protection is, is the gold aura around me, but mostly is I don't take things personally. This is what I've done now. Every time, there's times when I used to go in the room and people are talking and have a conversation, and I feel like that conversation is about me.
I used
They're
to be there
saying,
once upon a time. Yeah, I get that.
they say like this, I feel like they're saying codes, and I was like, what's going on, And that was like my nervousness. It was
That's a
just thinking,
paranoia during the ascension. I believe that because I've been there. Okay, I'm following you.
yeah. And I remember having that not young, but um, late 20s. I think, yeah, late 20s.
I'm
And then
following you.
once I overcome that, then that's when it transformed me down to learning more education, down to plant-based um, psychedelics, like ayahuasca, DMT, the spirit molecule, um, mushrooms, and once I started to look into this, and then it started to open my mind, and then it was hunger, because then I look back and all these philosophers in the world who are transformed and who have actually molded the planet, the way we learn. I've been
Mhm.
from amazing people who have been on psychedelics. The ancient Greeks, they all had psychedelic beers, psychedelic wine, psychedelic teas. You know, there were so many people all over the world who are using psychedelics to open up new chapters of themselves, to release what doesn't serve them anymore, and bring in the new and the opportunity of abundance of what you wish, of the manifestation. So yeah, and that's what changed me. So it was a kind of, mostly when people are around me now, I don't take anything personally, and I'm relaxed. I'm not scatty.
So
There's times where,
perspective, a different perspective then is what you do versus once upon a time when your early healed journey, awakened journey, we were signs of early awakening. We start getting paranoia. We could literally start feeling some type of way anxious because we're literally able to sometimes see people's thoughts, hear people's thoughts, feel
yeah,
people's thoughts. So then what you're saying is now you just blinked, your light just blinked
yeah,
out. So
that's right. Oh, go on.
yeah, I was channeling in the closet, literally in the closet, because I was cleaning out my closet, literally cleaning out my closet, and my lights were blinking off. And that's when I did a recording I haven't shared yet. I don't know if I'm gonna share it yet, but but I'm scrolling, guys. My head's, I'm clearing out my headache. I'm gonna ask Shahram to give me some healing codes for this before we leave. So stay tuned, stay in tune with this frequency as I'm clearing out, and we're all things ascension. Okay, so you're able to relax instead of be so tense, like they're talking about me or I'm feeling this way. I feel anxiety because whenever unawakened or new people come into play, guys, we know how it is. We're very observant, and sometimes we're very silent and we don't speak our truth. We kind of wait to see what they're like before we allow ourselves to come out of our shell. So you're saying what you do is now you're just a new perspective and you stay relaxed and just yourself.
Yeah, that's the most, and because I know I'm protected,
Always,
you know,
we're always protected. Yep.
and this is what I mean, so I have that within a faith of knowing that whatever comes my way, I can deal with it,
Mm-hmm.
so I have the tools and the equipment, what I've acknowledged and taken in throughout the years of really understanding, body language says a lot of things, and
Right.
it's if you can read body language, you're practically like a shrink,
Yeah. I read
it's,
eyes.
yeah,
I straight go into the eyes of someone's when they're talking to me. And I find a lot of people that are, I could feel their energy is not in alignment. I find that they can't make eye contact. They look down or something. And I don't really make eye contact to many people, you know what I mean? But when I'm talking to someone and I kind of want to figure some stuff like, hey, I'm talking to you, they won't really make eye contact. I'm like,
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
Or they leave. I'm like, I'm not scary. I'm light. I'm happy. I may be a little bit weird, a lot weird, but it's all good.
Always
So,
make it better.
so I love your advice because you're always around different types of people. They're all beautiful that I've met, most of them.
Mm.
So, we encounter people at the stores and stuff like that. That's different. We don't know them, but over here, I keep my what do you guys call it? Not my companions. Oh gosh, I keep my circle small in my sacred circle, my sacred space. So those tips are very helpful to be conscious. So before, it's like we were unconscious of our awakening, and we're thinking that we were going crazy, and these thoughts weren't ours. And then as we become conscious, we learn to protect ourselves. And then it becomes a good habit where you think you don't have to state your claim of protection because it's already like when we're ascending and awakening, we get to a point where we're not even thinking it. It's there, like boom. That's that prayer I've always said for a year straight. Boom, it's there without even it having to process through your head like a prayer. It's the quickness of it. So that kind of makes me get that, helps me to get that and see and be able to explain it more clearer. And when I say it out loud, it helps me to receive it even stronger. So that's very, very powerful. My headache's going away, guys. So just in this sacred space, this protection, we can release so much. So, and even just having whatever topics that come up, and this is what we do, living the lives of Shaboom. And
What are we going to call you? It's got to be a name
I
now.
don't know.
I'm
I
going
don't
to make
know.
a name up.
I don't
I'm going to make
know.
a slang. I'm
But
going
you
to make
always give me
something up.
these epiphanies, and you really helped me during you're a wonderful guide for me as well as our other Soul Tribe members. That just every time I talk to you, guys, Shahram is usually, I'm like, oh my God, I wake up and I want to tell him what I just dreamt, what happened the night before. And I could legit tell him, and I know and I feel and I see authenticity. So I could tell if he thinks I'm crazy. I would be able to read his mind, which I respect it, but he doesn't. He does. And I'm like, all right. and I'll rant for like a good 10 minutes. And Shahram is such a good support system that me talking to him and him giving me feedback. This is why support is so
Yeah.
needed.
It's
Find your
really,
soul
really
tribe,
proud
guys.
of you. I love it. You're going on to this because I forgot to message you earlier, and I was going to thinking about texting you saying, let's talk about connection. Let's talk about
Ah,
teamwork. And now you're saying exactly the same thing, like support. It's exactly that.
yeah. So we have to find support wherever you can. If it's not with us, you're blinking again. If it's not with us, it's with your calling, your soul tribe, your guides. Connect with your crystals. Yeah, support is important. And Shiram, he's amazing because he's a great listener. He's a great coach, counselor, spiritual coach. And sometimes him just listening. Same with me, guys. This is why you need to find friends you vibrate with. You will get epiphanies that you're like you're talking it out instead of just always you get the message in your head. You talk it out, and then someone's there to hold the sacred space for you, and then shabam, epiphany.
Mhm.
That's why I keep saying shabam, shaboom, for real. Shabam, shaboom. I don't know which one I like better. I kind of
Yeah.
like both. Let me know, guys, what you guys think, shabam or shaboom. I'm gonna make him a hat and a shirt that says that healing spirits emerge, Persian prophet, shaboom, shabam. I woke up like this. All right.
Yeah. So right. Anyway, yeah. Teamwork. So teamwork, support. Support is critical in our lives because there's always been a time in your life where you've wanted any support, or you've believed no one's good enough to give you the support, or even when I was younger, I felt like no one deserved my support in a weird, strange way. It was really, really weird. Okay, I was a friendly person, I was kind, and I helped dearly, but my support when people asked me to do things or asked for help, it was a kind of always used to think of an excuse to get out of it. you know. Always used to think of an excuse, but now obviously that was a time ago. But
Yeah.
now,
You're still
now it's
not that. Now you're so
no,
opposite.
yeah, because it was growing. It was a growing process, and now it's got to a point where it's important. You see, when you help someone, you see the dear love in their eyes and their gratitude, and they're so thankful.
Yeah.
Especially here. It's
Yeah.
that's the best present you can get, of just seeing the gratitude of them thanking you, and you've done a big difference, and all you've done is help them carry shopping to their car, or
Yeah.
help them across the road, or whatever, just the same. I get that same gratitude feeling what I do when I help someone, save someone. I've saved plenty of people in my life, and even um when I do it to animals or creatures,
Yeah.
I get the same feeling. It's the gratitude. Go on, you get to survive. You get to live another day. It's a kind of, yeah. It feels really, really nice, and that's what makes me happy.
And your energy work is amazing. You actually call the animals to you. I've noticed that when I was there, how they are literally drawn to you. And guys, like Sharam, Shaboom, the animals will follow him. They just wild, even wild ones on the street. And in Greece, all of the cats out there, people come together, they feed the wild cats. When they're not wild, they're friendlies, they're outside cats. They're not over swarming the streets. Nah, these are healthy, beautiful, gorgeous guardians, almost like in Egypt. You would think they're very respected. They're not getting poisoned like in America. Sometimes neighbors in places, depending where you live, they want to poison, just do horrible things to the cats and stuff. But the love is over there. And where was I going with this? Sharam, they come to Sharam, and I feel they're guardians. I feel like they're protectors, and they come for healing, and then they'll leave. But they follow him around like he's the leader. It's quite interesting.
You almost through a memory or image I had yesterday, or I don't know if it was a dream, but no, it almost come back to me.
Yeah.
When you said that animals, there was something there with animals or some.
Yeah. Just like Miss Moonflower and her channel to her cat. My goodness, I can't wait till she sends us a longer light language message. And this beautiful friend of ours, wonderful, amazing friend of ours, she just started channeling light language, and I feel like she really, once you guys know, those out there who are still in the in-between worlds of knowing your power, once you realize it, your message is strong and powerful. If it's coming from cats, if it's coming from, if you're practicing on whatever, you know, you guys have a message to give.
Mm,
You know,
we do.
you could be carrying messages for animals. You could be translating for them. You can be, just like we bring in messages from our higher self, from spirit, from the creator. You guys have so much power and strength and healing abilities to heal yourself. And this is the door that we're helping you to open. The path we're leading you to. We light the way together. We pillar up on this marathon, no competition. What other light workers are talking about, it's valuable. Get the message, get as much messages as you can and share it. Share what resonates with you. If a light worker doesn't resonate with you, go with your feeling. Not all light workers are light workers. Some of them are, what do you call them? Dark workers, spiritual
Yeah,
narcissists.
yeah,
Gosh,
it's exactly like warriors. No,
yeah. So just
you
be
know,
careful when you're out there. Vibe right, feel right. And I could tell, I'm starting to be able to see like light workers, like, and dark workers, ones that are definitely narcissistic because they look different. They
yeah,
look, their
yeah.
age
They
is
carry
like
themselves different as well. Yeah.
old,
Mm.
like they feed off of the youth, off of energy, off of pretending to bring in their spiritual step, but they're aged. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking any kind of mess, guys. I'm just saying follow your heart on what guides you, um, what feels right. And I read eyes, and I'm very visual, so um, we're more feeling. So just go with what you feel. Do you have any suggestions when you're connecting with Soul Tribe, making sure you protect yourself from narcissists and stuff? During our ascension and our awakening, we've been through some shit.
Yeah. I think most of it is the kind of. I remember those times now when I look back. Yeah, I look back where it's easy. It's easy to fall into other people's ways because of you're not knowledgeable yet to how to
Yeah.
protect yourself, like what we're saying. So once you can protect yourself, it's very important that you keep that because it's easy to fall back for people. If people want to let go of stuff and want to move forward, it's easy to fall back. But
Right.
when you move forward, then it's so satisfying and so bonus, and it's you can feel the health around you, expanding in such a way. So for me, it's down to healthy body, is healthy mind. So then your judgment is going to be very, very on board. And if your judgment is on board, then that means you're not going to put yourself in these kind of frequencies. So it's all about having a healthy lifestyle. So your healthiness and the life you're giving out is attracting and putting that vibration out there. And then it's
Magnetic.
going to receive. Yes, exactly.
Magnetic. Yep.
It's going to come
Guys,
back to you in the right frequency. But if you're going to the pub like every day, drinking and
AKA
smoking
bar.
smoking hundreds, yeah, but yeah, smoking loads of cigarettes and eating junk food all the time, you're just gonna attract that naturalness, and what you're attracting is junk. So yeah, if you purify your body and purify your surroundings, then it will purify the information that comes your way.
Yeah, I'd like to share an experience I had with you, as far as purifying and vibing right to get results. Like Shahram was saying, shaboom, you see, this is the epiphanies. And then I was like, oh, this is what I want to share with you. So today I went to the store and there was so many lines there are so many cars in line to Starbucks. Starbucks is a place where people get coffee. It's good coffee. So many cars,
Yeah.
at least 8 to 9, maybe 10. I don't know. There's a lot of cars in the drive-through. And I was going to my craft store, and I was like, wow, that's a long line. I was going to get me a coffee too, because guys, I still drink coffee. I'm weaning myself off, or a hot chocolate. And I'm like, no, that's a long line. I'm not going to go there. Then when I went to the store, the parking lot was full. I went inside the store anyway. Normally I'm like, oh, it's full, it's packed. I don't like that. I went in. Can you believe it wasn't? The illusion
Yeah.
of the parking lots and the lines, it's kind of like almost deep. You got to get out of what feels comfortable. Hence,
Yeah.
and I'm going to side note over here, guys, whenever I go kayaking, I would check the weather in the summertime. I go kayaking, I check the weather, and it'll say it's going to rain and stuff. I'm like, nah, it's not going to rain. It's not going to rain. So I would actually drive out 30 minutes. 30 minutes to where I was going to go kayaking. The weather was beautiful, gorgeous, no rain, nothingness. So it's kind of a detouring you off of your path in general. So back to today, I went to go to purchase my stuff. Long line. There's long lines. I'm like, I'm embracing this. I'm like, I thought not even a second into it. I'm like, but I noticed it. The line again. The line was a topic for today. And would you believe the people in front of me? There's 2 of them. They went off to the side. Like, I don't know where they went. They just walked off. And I'm behind another set. Boom. Did the same thing. They walked off. 4 people literally walked off with me behind them. And I was the next person in line. That is freaking magical. That is mind-blowing magic. And I was just like, yeah, I didn't get too excited because I didn't, you want to stay you want to stay centered, right? But I thank my guides. I'm like, wow, what a beautiful message for me. It's like patience. I didn't get upset. I wasn't, because of the line or anything. And then when I got out, I was just so solid, guys. When I got out, I got into my car. I got 1, 2, 3 green lights in a row. So cars coming towards me, busy, traffic. When I was going the other way, green light, green light, green light. And the next green light, I didn't get all the way up to that green light because I was turning off before it. It was going to be a green light. So this is your vibration. Eating right, doing right, being right, clearing out old, release the old, bringing in. New Earth is a frequency of our existence in this now.
Yeah.
So.
And getting guidance as well by the numbers, like you getting 222, 222,
Yep.
on your receipt, that's beautiful, because that's exactly what it is. It is getting the divine messaging. We're getting the messages, and we are now awoken enough to realize and feel them and see them and absorb them as well, and so we can give it back.
And when you guys start seeing people disappear and you're like, where are all the people at? We're living in the same physical, but we're in a different dimension. We're on the new earth. Like, we go to the store, the shelves are packed, with everything we want, right? Because 2 weeks ago, another story, guys, I forgot to tell you this. It was 2 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, their weather was supposed to be really, really bad. It was going to snow so much. It did snow, but it wasn't that bad. The shelves, people go into fear mode. They go buy everything. Bread was gone. I don't really eat bread. Soda was gone. Meat was gone. Guess what, lovelies? Everything that I needed was on the shelves. Every single thing that I needed. I was telling the cashier, oh my God, the store had everything I needed. I'm so glad I eat healthy. Like, no one was trying to get vegetables. No one was trying to get fruit. No one was trying to, get, the good healthy food. So this is the new earth. I believe this. And the stores were empty. I'm always there and the stores are kind of empty. And I've showed you pictures or videos when I'm going into like the store up the street from my house where it's almost empty. I'm like, I'm gonna go get me a Pepsi, because don't judge me, guys. I still sometimes drink Pepsi. And then shabam, shaboom was like how funny, you went up to the store to go get your Pepsi and there was a Pepsi truck right there advertising. And I was like, I didn't even notice it. He noticed it because I sent him a video, so yeah, this is good stuff.
That's good. That's good because yeah, exactly that. And then the minute you said the Pepsi van was there. There was a movie called oh man, it's got an old wrestler in it, Rudy. Anyway, they live. I think it's black and white. No, it ain't. It's really old. I think it was made in the maybe 70s or the early 80s.
If anybody knows what this movie is, put it in the below comments. Last time
Yeah,
Lamar was in the movie.
I think it was called They Live, and it was down to where he has glasses. He comes across these people who are manufacturing these glasses, but when you put them on and you look at all the billboards and all the advertising on the papers and everything, you can see the truth saying obey and listen.
Oh, I think I remember. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
That's what came in my mind the minute you said the Pepsi, because
Yeah.
he sort of and then that was like a sign of some sort. Sorry, yeah, go on.
It is a sign. No, no, no sorries. This is we are operating at a frequency of connection, guys. Like, you guys are a part of these conversations we have whenever we get on the phone, online. We have this. I'm like, great stuff, great messages. And as my headache is almost fully gone with the help of all the all and shaboom, shabam. Do you like shaboom or shabam better? You guys, let's vote. I'm gonna give us a quote. Today, I let's see, let's play this. Today, I was meditating, and then shabam, I had an epiphany. Or today, I was reading my daily tarot, and shaboom, I'm manifesting abundance. Which one sounds best to you guys? Let me know. Let me know. Shabam, shaboom, because I'm gonna make some shirts, and we're gonna have him wear a hat and shirt and send it over there, bring it over there. So let me know what you guys think, if you guys even care. But I love you all. We're friends. We're friends. We're looking for friends, guys. We are looking for friends. We're not. we just friends, that people that are just vibing right with us. We have a few. We're open to all across the globe, man. All across the globe, we have places, people and friends all over, and we want to make more. We want to truly connect, truly connect, and let's have like Friday meetings or Saturday morning shabooms. Shabooms with shenanigans.
We can all talk about what's going on about the world, and this is what I think our next video is going to be. But it's going to be a bit crazy, but I feel like that we need to talk about the mass manipulation we're getting put under, not down to what this thing. I'm talking about in the mind, and I'm talking about our ancestors, the stories they've told about the sky council and the things what's happening around the world, where there's a lot of craziness happening, talking about weather-wise.
Those chemtrails.
We need to really talk deep into it, because it's happening and we can't just ignore it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to hearing people's thoughts about that. I don't know much about it. I know a little bit, and because some of the times I'll listen in, and it kind of doesn't get frustrating or triggering, but it does get it makes me feel a sadness.
Yeah, I know. But this is what I mean. It's knowledge, end of the day. It's just so you're prepared to help your loved ones and people around you, just in case.
Right.
So all it is just like having a safety list. You've got a safety list with you, just in case. You just don't know.
Not to be fear-based, but prepared.
Yes. No way be fear-based.
Yeah. Prepared, because we are definitely guided and protected. So if we talk about that, it's not to bring fear, it's to prepare you, so you guys have the knowledge and the tools that are guided to come in. And it's a beautiful thing to connect. So Sure, boom. Can you give me, before we hang up this conversation right here? My headache's pretty much already gone, but if you would like to give some more clearing codes, because that comes with a headache. I was doing a lot of energy work yesterday, and I think oh, they said that dehydrated. I was kind of dehydrated feeling of that's the headache. The
You got
crystals
water
help.
beside you. You got water with
Yeah,
you.
yeah. But if you want to, I'm open to getting codes from you because guys, Shahram, he sends me energy codes whenever, and vice versa. We need this stuff. So you could see the healing that he does for me, and we do for each other, or we do for others. So whenever you're ready, I'm in receiving mode, guys.
Close your eyes and put your hands on your lap. Relax. Just remember, breathing was coming through the divine light, protected in all realms by the divine light. She is going to ripple a frequency through you. Going to come from your feet and work her way up, tingling. It's going to rise to your stomach, carry on all the way through. Now your veins are full of her light. At the process of this light working throughout all the elements inside your body, it's going to release tension, stresses, what have been unknown, what are hiding deep in the tissue. You're going to feel more relaxed. Now I'm going to speak with this transmission. Paiutuye sanaya ko, yapaya kukoeti nai kanato, yapai kuro to. Sia kutui mama yatana yu kutui vupo empaya kana. Yoi si mayana. Yoi si mai huindi sinda. Kutui na yamalta yupoi. Yapana yata ya kutui siala. Yamaya wupo. Yamaya saya wundon tiai kutui po. Yamaya tungo ya na yata suya na itona. Yapuye simai tui tui empapa ikutu punda papaya kamana ikuti ako siama ikuti na yawuti pupu yapa yapana yakuni sikatu yatu papa yukuna yan mono tayakutu ipo yama yawi pui yama yasu yamanda yakupui papa Yatena yasia uyapa yamati yuku yapa yata atuye tusuno pamayatiri puto yesu to ambapakana yatuye tupupo yata ikuti sinaipo yambayan do indi singa andaya tuisi pupo ya kananda yatia kuti ambo bayon tundo sa baba ya pana yekuti sia yaponea lukono ya pana yukuti popaya si andaya na yekuyi ndai kupo andaya Now, why this energy and this transmission is within you and around you. Transmission is come again from the purest version of light. And one must be remembered that they are protected throughout the realms, throughout this light. As she has put this light around you to guide you to your perfect place where you belong. And it's time to shake off the skins. You know, it's time to feel yourself for once again. And if you have not felt yourself, it's about time you found yourself. So together, with the light and the frequency, you can create and be free from all chains. May your light shine for love and love forever. Okay, that was a bit interesting.
I actually felt the headache. Not only like it's gone, I felt like I was on a plane, and you know how you get that. Ooh, I kind of feel like a buzz. I have a buzz. Um, hold on. Um, that's good. That was good. I felt that when you were doing the transmission, I could feel this pressure lift off me, and it even came to the side of my face a little bit. But it wasn't only there. I also felt it on my left side, like my left ovary-ish area. So it was almost, and then the back of my neck. So you said I like identify where it's at. So that was cleared. So my head, the back of my neck, and then right here was cleared. And that makes sense too, because yesterday I was feeling I had to do some kind of energy work on my side, my left side, because I was feeling something. And I was making sure there's no little maggots trying to leech onto me, little past maggots trying to hook onto me. But anyways, it flushed it out. Yeah, thank you. Shabam.
Pleasure. Well,
What did you
I
see? Did you see
saw.
anything?
No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Oh my God. I didn't see anything around me, but I saw a face like an old man, wrinkly person, tribal. It was very kind and polite and very happy. But I could just see his face. He was smiling while I was talking.
Was he yours or was he mine?
No, he was yours. He was your color. He was your heritage. It was definitely it was yours. It was your islander style. It was
My
definitely right, all happy and so smiling.
my 13 strands of heritage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Babe, I was gonna say before we hang up and I want you to do the transmission. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
could you do your transmission today? For within a strength for bringing people out there, not giving them anything, but guiding and releasing energies what are no longer needed to them, so they can be full within themselves. You know, so it'd be a release transmission.
Yeah. Is that what we want to do?
No, I was just thinking about for you to do,
Oh, you want to give me one or you want me to give it?
you to give it.
Okay, to release what no longer serves. Oh, I've been working on that all week. Okay.
Yeah. So I
You
think there's people out there who need it as well.
you talk for a minute. I'm gonna turn off this light.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been making some beautiful soundtracks, what we're going to share with you. Hopefully, by the end of the video, I'm going to be, I've already sent one over to Jeanette, and yeah, we just listened to it, and I actually like it as well. It's different, but it's nice. And the great thing is, all the music I make is all positive and outlook and strength building. It's because, you know, we're all messengers and we've all got message to give. So at times we need to realize that, you know, we are stronger than we are. We have the power inside us to create a beautiful paradise in front of us. It's just our choices that what we wish to conjure or release or accept. So yeah, everyone's just got to be wise and beautiful, and just be loved like you really are. Right, okay. Jeanette, is one ready?
Yeah, I thought I'd give you the floor.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Under pressure.
I want to bring out the drum or a message. I was working with the drum last night, and I love using my drum, guys. The drum, it's clearing and where's your drum?
Right in front of me.
You want a drum? You want a drum so I get to the channel then?
Yeah. Okay.
That, yeah, just like a beat. That will, okay.
1 sec.
Okay. Hold please. I'm gonna pause it.
Okay. I just need.
Got your drum. I got the mic
drum.
because I like this echo. I saw the orb. We are. Thank you. Ready? When you are. Breathe. Be open to receiving. Breathe. Be open to receiving for your good healing message, unity message for us all to clear what needs to be cleared, to unlock what needs to be unlocked, to pull out what needs to be removed, and to bring in your codes of light and love and remembrance. Channel has already started. Shamahakane Ito Shaiwanahi Mahatane Dala Alahoa Hake Nehakioa Awane Iakoia Yuneamane Shawo Makai Shuwawa Anea Wakamahu Ayana Homaya Haya Shiki Anea Moya Layada Yawa anyway you are Shu Daini na ana ewa ya tai wa ta da ya mai ni anu ia ata nawa shawa tai na ala hu shaka ma on I we lift illusion. Iya Nikki, I nako, iya oi 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 I ni kewate ni ata nakata. We open our eyes. Yeah, come on. Sure, I We awaken strong, powerful, guided with full love. Sure. Kata hata, not being a victim of how long we were asleep. Naka ma na la hushika ta 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 ta. But that the fact that we woke up when needed, when we were called, Shamua ani iki ani ini ka ama ayana ani shikiri ammo. Taisha. Yeah, hey, be proud of who you are and where you're at as you awaken to this. I love you.
Wow.
Whoa. Come back, guys. Come back. Oh, drink a lot of water.
Wow. That was magical, very strong. Felt it now. I feel like I'm super tired.
Because you're clearing and healing. We're clearing and healing. And guys, that can really do it. Whenever we're releasing what no longer serves us, we remember to bring in the light, bring in the high frequency. Like here, Shahram's tired. He also gave
No,
me a healing
okay.
too.
Wait.
Watch.
No, I'm joking.
And we bring in light, and light can be a tone. And I like using the mic. Um, I like making the noise in my house too, so my daughter can wake up. But giving her some healing while she's asleep, she could be woke, bringing in the light. Shua, 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 bringing in the light. You bring in the light, you sing, you channel it through, let it filter through your body, filter in, and breathe in the essence of energy, of light, refreshed, restored, repaired, awakened, because as we release, we must bring in. Mwah!
Magical. So magical. This is beautiful. It's such a beautiful journey, and I'm so happy that we're sharing it with people and the great followers, and and whoever more in the future. So yeah, it's I'm happy. I can actually say I'm happy. I mean, I don't think ever. You know, yeah, I'm happy that I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm doing it with you as well. It's beautiful that the frequency that we're resonating outwards is the same. We come from the highest realms of love, and it's that magic love that we've never had. Well, when we was young, we didn't have transformed it, and now we've used that lostness when we was a child into the most powerfulest tool we have now. You know, and
Yeah.
that is the love. And it's so cool. It's so beautiful to feel and see and to
I know.
understand. You know.
Unrestricted, being
Mm,
authentic.
yeah.
I'm
Well,
so glad to connect with you as well and with our soul tribe, but never did I ever think that the love that I bring, that I developed within myself, would be connected with you who love so much as well, inside and out. And I'm
yeah.
thankful for sharing this connection, this frequency, this channel, this
Mm.
soul tribe with King Shaboom Sharam Shabam. It's all love. It's
You was
all,
correct. I remember that.
yeah, it's all so much, guys. I love you all. Make sure you guys drink your water. Stay tuned for the next episode of Janet and Shabam Shaboom. You guys let me know, guys. I'm gonna keep saying this. I would like to play for our ending song. Let's just play something that Shahram did recently. And I love how he out of the blue, he just starts turning on that play button and is like, do 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 do, and he just, and he flows with it, and he's full of love, and you're just going with it, and
We all can
no
do it. This is
judging.
what I mean. We
And
all can do it. I was most embarrassed and shy person in the world. Okay, I still am a little bit sometimes when I get put under the pressure. I'll go red and stuff sometimes. I'll try and sneak off and go to the toilet and wipe my forehead with the sweat I was coming down me. I'm just gonna go toilet.
He's
Yeah,
for
okay.
real, guys. He's for real. We were playing music with our Italian friends, and we call them the Italians. They love it, but I'm the American. But they're but we were playing music, and Shahram he was a little nervous because he shines his light so bright and it's so beautiful, and sometimes he was shy, and we like to bring him out, especially our friends are like, come on, just do it, just do it, just do it, just do it, and it's very peer pressure-ish but with love. And then you start getting nervous. I'm like, I don't know, I don't even know if I could sing anymore. I
Very
don't even know
true.
what my name is, because of pressure.
Yeah.
It's, but you know what, Shram,
I
like for
refused to
real,
do it as well. I didn't do it, did I? I
you didn't. You
didn't
got
do it.
nervous. He
No.
came, he came
I got
out
nervous. Yeah.
sweating. He was literally had to take off. It was cold. He had to take off his hoodie, and he was.
I was getting hot.
I am
I was
not
feeling all
laughing at
three of
you.
you. Yeah, but
I
I was feeling all three of you. All three of your energies were just going. Just like I feel like they're trying to pull my essence. No, it's so funny. It was
yeah,
so funny.
and he kind of got triggered because he's all like, I don't like doing what I don't want to do. And we're like, we're asking you to sing or just play a drum or something, not to like give us your blood. It's so beautiful, guys, to see someone as strong as Shahram and as wonderful, amazing, and beautiful as he is. Like, just to look at me, guys, look at me. Just to see someone as powerful, not knowing his true strength, but kind of knowing, but still being humble. That's so valuable. And his smile and just his innocence, it's amazing. So with his music, and I laughed so hard because it was like yesterday when we were doing that, and how far he's come, And I used to like shoot some of the YouTube stuff here where I was rapping like out of nowhere. I was guided to and I had to, and like my rap, I had to write it down because I felt like rapping you had to rhyme. You don't. That's just an old freaking system of ways of thinking. You just have to hit the heart of each other, of someone.
Yeah.
So those were old things of me, of the perfection, because I used to write poems and then I stopped, so you get that. But I don't know, guys. Shahram has such powerful inspiration whenever he channels through, and he's guided. And when he's guided, it comes through. It flows. All right, you ready to hear some stuff? I am.
Yeah.
All right. And Mrs. Moonflower, I'm just going to call you Moonflower because that's just such a great name. I love your comments. You're a superstar. And let me know. You guys let me know what you think of this one. I'm going to pause it and go find the video.
I have to turn it down a bit.
Okay, guys, I found the recording and let me pull it up. All right. Let's get ready. Look at this number right here, guys. You see this number right here? 333. Synchronicity. And yeah, it says 1 second played. As Shabam as my witness. I said, look at the number 333. And he's like, where'd that come from? I'm like, that's your music. So 3 minutes, just jam out. Guys, if you're still here, let us know what you think. I just like listening to the energy and the heart space of this beautiful, amazing angel. just shining his light the best way he knows how. And you guys need to get out there too. You guys should definitely get out there, shine your light the best way you know how. This is what we do. We vibe right, get right, right?
Of course, we're all messages inside, and we all have a star, and we can connect. We just need the right help and the guidance at certain times.
Yeah. Yep. So here we go.
Everyone, look inside yourself. Find that star what has been trapped away for a long time. Now release it and pull it out into your reality, and now let it shine all night and all day. Yeah. Pause yourself. Wait 1 second. Now, is there a multi-universe or not? I'm realizing that a lot of things are happening around me now. Is it because I manifested it? Yeah, it is true. Yeah, I am walking in the ways that I used to speak of many years ago. Now I'm realizing that we're all wizards and witches, magicians. Now we're gods and goddess inside us. We know if we have the right teachings to understand what is around us, not listening to any manipulating things coming our way. Now come on, they're trying to take away your essence of life. Now this is it. This is all about you. Be you. Remember a long time ago when you used to be nobody. Now you're actually everybody. Everyone is feeling your frequency and loving it, and now they want a bit of you. Yeah, it's all a learning story. Everyone realize what you gotta do. Love so the light can shine right through you.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that.
Ripple that frequency of love outside the nation to the cosmos too. Now let it go everywhere around the universe and galaxies and death. Plus the one inside of you. You gotta realize that you are a magical being, and you're here to share your love and magic to everyone around you, just like what Mother Nature's doing to you every day and night.
I like the beat too.
Replace that negative vibration now. Flip it, reverse it, pull it in positivity. Now that's the way we live in this lifeline. 2022 is the start of this magic human evolving into a beautiful creature. Yeah, we're gonna be earthlings once again.
I like
Hey, very good. I like it.
I like
Quite
it.
good.
I give him 4.5 stars because I would have liked to see him in the video.
So, yeah, they just come to me. That's all it was. So it always, all the songs are just like that. It just feels like it has to come out. It comes out, then okay, let's do it.
It's kind of like a poet, you know what I mean? Like, but not really. It's kind of like it's a channeled message, poetically put together. Like, hey, light beings, come out, shine your light. Your music's all about your words in general are all about light workers. Come out, stay, protect your energy, stay away from those blood sucking demons, and and it's all kinds of just what we've during our ascension process, guys. We're starting to recognize certain things and be able to share what we've been through and what we're going through on our path. We do it with light language, we do it in English, we do it with the channel coming in for guidance. So I love that. When did you do that one?
I know, last week, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I feel like the morning ones are so in tuned as well. You know what I mean? Because you're all fresh and new. You're like fresh out the shower. I'm shiny and new. you know? And then like the ones that you do at night, it was like, I've been through some shit.
Yeah, I know.
old healing stuff, man. That's the ways of the path, man. That's the path. I love it. I love it. So next session or next episode, guys, we'll see what comes up. Maybe one of these days, you know what? We might just share when we're making music with our friends over there when we're just jamming out. We'll go through that here in a little bit and pull it when we're at the beach, mixed with when we're over there with Barrack and stuff. Man, the heart.
Video as well. There's a video of Barrack. Oh no, I don't know.
Yeah, I took it, but it was only me. It was only facing me because it's all about me. Not really, guys. I didn't want to be weird when we're all playing music and go with my phone and I'm drumming and just putting my looking at these beautiful people and like filming them. I didn't want to do all that because it's such a sacred, beautiful space. So I didn't want to be in everyone's face. But now that we're all friends, we'll be doing it.
I might have a recording of one of them. I'm not sure, but yeah, definitely, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll share it with you guys. It's just fun. It's really connecting with like-minded individuals and what happens. It shows you what happens when you create a sacred space with beautiful friends in just a loving, giving way, just like, hey, we're just all here creating, and then everyone just picks up an instrument and just like, I'm gonna create a beat. Boom, 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 boom. And then someone else chimes in. And then Barrack with the harmonica, I'm like, where did that come from? Like, when did you even play the harmonica? He's like, I'm like, he just channeled some energy that was like soul.
That's what I mean. And even after it all feels like we just done a meditation, we felt so cleansed and the energy was like, wow. I was just like, okay.
Yeah. 100. And it was 100. It was just such a high vibration of just love and pureness. Yeah. But anyways, guys, we've been on here for a while. We love you so much. Me and Shahram will continue our conversations, probably go look for footage that we can share with you. What are any housekeeping final words, housekeeping tool, reminders?
Just always like we say, good deeds, good thoughts, good words, it goes a long way. And if you can put that in your diet, then live it, and then you're going to see it just blossom. You're always doing it anyway, but you can just attract them. And I think the people will be talking here on here anyway would be thinking that kind of ways anyway. So
yeah,
so it's good to put the word out. So yeah, love it.
Yeah, love it, love it, love it. Your vibe attracts your tribe, basically. So if you're not vibing right, look at your surroundings. If it's nobody's around you, go inside because it's you, always you. Send us your light language if you guys are called to, some music, some spiritual music. If you guys are called to just share, send it.
Yeah,
and we'll come on here, the newly awakened ones, the ones that are unsure if it's gibberish or light language. Don't question yourself. Don't question yourself. We love you all. Sending you so much love from Janet and Shahram. Shahram and Janet, lots of love.
Love
Mwah,
you.
mwah, mwah. Bye until next time.